The thruster. Why do thrusters? This is a full body movement combining both the front squat and the push press. It's one of the most demanding movements with a barbell. It utilizes the core to extremity characteristic of most functional movements. The thruster helps to develop strength, stability, and mobility in just about every area of the body. It also develops hip extension and creates an extremely potent neuroendocrine response. To perform this movement well, you'll need a proficient front squat and push press. Each version of the squat is derived from the air squat. If you lack the mechanics, strength, and flexibility to do a solid air squat, then you won't have the fundamentals to perform more complex versions of the squat safely, like a back squat, a front squat, an overhead squat, and in this case, a thruster. Same goes for the push press. If you lack the mechanics, strength, and flexibility to do a solid strict press, then you won't have the fundamentals to perform more complex variations of the press safely, like a push press, push jerk, and in this case, a thruster. And obviously, my thruster isn't 100% as I still need to work on my range and mobility. Key points of movement. Same as the air squat. Maintain a neutral spine position. Keep your weight in your midfoot and heels. Send your hips below the knee. Track your knees in the direction of your toes. Plus, specific to the thruster, the bar or object rests on your shoulders, which is what we call the front rack, with a slightly loose fingertip grip. Elbows are parallel to the floor and each other throughout the movement. The setup. Same as our air squat with a shoulder width stance, neutral head position, and standing upright. Plus, your hand position is just outside of the shoulders. A good rule of thumb is 3 finger widths off the shoulder. We do this for optimal balance and stability. Too close and the bar won't rest on your shoulders. Too wide and you'll lose connectivity with the bar. Use a loose fingertip grip to provide more mobility for your elbows. Keep your elbows parallel to the ground and each other throughout the movement. This will help to maintain a neutral and upright torso position, and it keeps the bar on your shoulders in the frontal plane for the most efficient movement. If you're unable to do this with a PVC or barbell, just try using your hands by placing your thumbs on your shoulders while keeping your elbows up throughout the movement. The progression. Front squat. Strict press. Front squat with speed through extension. And the full thruster. Execution. Weight distribution. Maintain your weight in your midfoot and heels. This will activate your posterior chain, which is our engine for movement and stabilization. Take a deep diaphragmatic breath and squeeze your abs. This will stabilize your spine for movement and stability. It's designed to help prevent arching or hyperextension. Keep your chest up for balance, efficiency, and weight distribution. Butt travels down into your hip creases below your knee. We should be able to put a marble at the top of your knee and have it roll down to your hip. We develop more power with more depth. It also translates into better mobility and range of motion of our hip and ankle joints in day-to-day life. Elbow position is parallel to the ground and each other throughout the movement. This helps to maintain a nice lumbar curve, create really solid balance, and good bar position. Push your knees out laterally on the way down and on the way up. This activates the powerful glute muscles while creating more power, stability, and balance throughout the movement. Stand up violently to a full extension of the hips and knees. This helps develop explosive hip extension and full range of use of the hip, knee, and ankle joints, which translates into improved athletic performance. This also helps transfer momentum to the barbell for our overhead movement. Press the barbell overhead to a locked out elbow position. This keeps the bar in the frontal plane with a good tight supporting system overhead. We're starting the press only after the hips have extended and generated momentum on the bar. Common faults with simple fixes. Hyperextension. This compromises the natural stable position of your spine and leaves you more susceptible to injury. Take that deep diaphragmatic breath and maintain a super tight midsection. Rounded back. This may be due to weak or tight hamstrings and glutes. It compromises the natural stable position of your spine and leaves you more susceptible to injury. Again, take a deep diaphragmatic breath and maintain a super tight midsection. Not getting deep enough. Could be weak hip extensors, quad dominance, could be just laziness. Give yourself a target below your hip crease, and as you get better, progressively get it lower. Pressing too early. This breaks the cardinal rule of functional movement of core to extremity. This could be a timing issue. Go back and run through the progression again until you feel you have the hip extension first before the press. Bar finishes forward. This could be from going around your head or tight shoulders, scapula, and lats. Pull your head out of the way early and do some mobility work in those areas. Thank you for watching.